Hey everybody! I don't know how we did it, but another year is about to end at midnight, and I'm here for my annual final discussion of the year video, as usual. I'm gonna try and make this wrap-up video as short as possible since there isn't really much to go over that is worth this video being over 10 minutes long. I would ask how we were able to get here so fast, but I realized that last year was the 5th time in a row I've done that before the new year began, so now I think it's best to just accept things as is. How was 2024 for me? Well, to say the least, this year could have been better. It was far from the worst year for me, that's for sure, since many things that happened in 2023 didn't really leave me in the best mood by the end of it. I will say this, 2024 was a great year for my channel in many ways. Those ways being more consistent uploads, most of my videos gaining much more views than usual, and most importantly, I reached over 2,000 subscribers. Again, thanks for all the support. It really leaves me feeling appreciative. Like many channels, I run into occasional first world problems, like not uploading specific videos I wanted to post because I'm either lazy or I just don't think that video could work out, so I end up scrapping it. Accurate depiction of what I look like when I'm either scripting or editing videos, but it's worth it. One thing I think is fun about making these videos is the tools I use to make them. Like the studio light I got for Christmas this year, which is already having plenty of good use at the moment. You can see the reflection of it in my shiny eyes. Along with this microphone that I don't really use often because when I do, it makes my voice sound all muffled. Does this mean I've reached having the YouTuber lifestyle yet? No, not really. And I'm probably not getting there for a good while, but whatevs. Of course, there were pieces of media that made this year a lot more bearable, like the many cool games we've gotten this year. And the main course being Sonic Movie 3. Seriously, watch this movie. So I'd say 2024 was not the worst, but certainly not the best year, and was more or less just meh. I'd argue for myself that I and other people might have gone through much worse in 2023. Most of what's happened this year was either personal or things that only seem like a big deal to me and nobody else. I don't really talk about the things that go on in my personal life on here, not because I'm sensitive about it, but I just don't think it really matters that much. I just like to keep my channel intact and mostly focus on the things that people came here to see, but I guess I could explain a thing or two about what's been happening for me outside of the channel. If you've seen my 2023 recap video, you'll already know that things haven't been the best. For one, I'm getting older, and the more I grow, the more adult responsibilities I have to end up carrying on my shoulders. Yep, it begins. And last year, I started college, and as you'd expect, it's not a bit, but more of a hassle than I thought it was. What am I doing now? Well, I'm on the hunt for a job, since that's the best option my fam keeps giving me at the moment, which, yeah, I do understand. If there's ever a point where I'm not posting as much videos as I should, it's because of the job hunts I've been doing since last year. Believe me, it would be an honor to focus more on the content I make. And hell, this could be my job, but parents like mine wouldn't understand, which, is predictable. I mean, what would they know about our current generation?
What?
Nothing! It's best to describe 2023 as my adjustment year, with things mostly going all over the place, and I'd say for 2024 it's more or less the same, except not as bad. Including some other things, like drama that I regret being a part of, nor do I seek interest in ever doing so again, and business that involves family. At the end, I'm still a human being, much like everyone else. We all make mistakes, and I think it's best to view said mistakes as learning experiences. Simply meaning we can use these as learning ways of striving to improve ourselves and prevent bad situations from occurring less to not happening at all. Plus, all I really tell myself is to move forward with a positive mindset, and that's what I do. That may sound pathetic to that one cricket in the back, but as long as I have faith in myself, that's all I really need to move forward. And all of you, of course. Speaking of someone I need to keep myself moving forward, Jaden. As you all know by now, he's the second voice you hear in my videos, and honestly, videos that feature him are a lot more fun to make and edit. I'm sure you're also aware that we occasionally got into arguments, especially this year, which I don't really want to re-talk about. But then again, it's a common thing that happens with friendships. Most of it was just childish banter like in the Tales Tube episode with Sonic and Shadow, but him and I both know that we cannot live without each other. I'm just glad we're buddies again, and plan to stick together to the end. Think of the both of us as Sonic and Chip. Speaking of which, on one of my community posts, I mentioned how he's currently writing his own Sonic stories on the app Wattpad, with the first 2 episodes out now for you to check out. And I did say I plan on making videos of me reading them to give the stories a promotion boost. A video on the first episode will most likely be out sometime in January. And it's not just Sonic Reborn that he's working on, there's also another project about Mother Nature, and it's called J25, and it's currently in development. That's all you get for now until further notice. I know he's obviously watching this video, so thanks for all the good vibes that we will continue to have from here on out, buddy. And now for the final thing I'm gonna talk about. I feel it's time I did a little something with my channel. Something that should have been done sooner, but I guess I wasn't feeling it. Until now. I'm planning to rebrand my channel in the future, which could potentially be at some point in 2025. When I say rebrand, I simply mean change the name, along with the banner and such at a future date. I'll still be talking about the things on my mind, so don't worry about it. It won't happen as soon as 2025 hits at midnight, but it will be at some point in the new year, so be on the lookout for that. I don't know when or how I'll plan to give this channel a makeover, but let's hope it won't take a long time for it to get used to, or anything like that. All you need to know is that I already have several ideas for videos to make later down the line, so don't expect a shortage of uploads. Unless I do end up getting a real job. Yep, I don't see myself stopping from making videos at any point, which I can only hope doesn't end up actually happening. I think that should do it. Either way, I'm glad I have this channel, and I'm certainly glad I make these videos. Without all of this, I'd probably just be some typical gaming nerd that also happens to enjoy TV shows, movies, and such. Oh wait, even though this year hasn't been anything to write home about, I'll always be putting more faith into the next year. Well guys, thanks for sticking with me all this time, and for hopefully sticking with me in the future. I do hope this year has been good for all of you though. Be sure to let me know how it was in the comments. With that said, thank you guys for the support, and also for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe if you enjoyed, and have a nice last remaining hours of the year until the next one.